I feel like I want you to know that, like, and I'm sure people have told you this, but it is not your fault what he did, like, at all. And I think you are super brave to come on here and say that. Like, truly, I think you are beautiful, and that is so cool that, like, you're able to speak about it. Not cool that it happened, because, oh my God, he should.
For picking up the ones who fumble.
Okay.
Okay.
Extra special episode.
I'm so excited. I'm so excited.
Me too. I'm nervous.
I'm looking nervous too.
I just hope we're everything and more for like, I'm scared. Like, what if she comes on and she's like,
She don't like us.
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
like,
She hates us. I wonder if she knows, like, if she's like a big fan or like has seen some.
Or kind of
videos,
just seen a
you know what
couple,
I
like
mean?
made
yeah,
away.
for sure.
Yeah.
Or I'm wondering if she's gonna be like, oh my God, Big Mama like reference.
Wait, what if we make a reference and she doesn't know it?
I've been told that she like grew up watching us. Okay. Hi. Hi. Oh my God.
So she was there when you guys weren't even friends. Help.
Obviously today we are having a fan on. We got probably over like 1,300 fan submissions when we opened the fan submission up. There was so
That is
many,
crazy.
and yes, we got to watch a lot of them, and it was so much fun. Like, I was having a great time. I think I realized, like, I did not think there was gonna be that many submissions. I was thinking like maybe like 50.
I was gonna say, I was thinking like 100 max.
It was like 1,300. I was like, no shot, or like even more.
Was it
something like that.
actually?
So yeah. So I just want to obviously say thank you to all of our fans. Like, there's so much support out there.
So much
and
love.
it's so nice. Like, so many of the people were coming on the videos and being like, you guys have helped so much, and I love watching Girl Talk to, you know, like, just help me throughout my day or whatever, and like, you know, give so much education and all of our different kinds of episodes. A lot of people like they think the more difficult topics for sure, and then there's like the big fans who love like the ones with love, like help, but yeah. But it's definitely like, it's so crazy to see like how many people watch this. But yeah, today we chose the final fan, and we're gonna go ahead and bring her on. And I think my girl has gone through some more traumatic experiences. We obviously did an episode talking about consent and covering consent, and it's kind of in that genre.
Okay.
So I think it'll be great to talk about this, because this is something sadly that is common, honestly, and a lot of women have faced and dealt with. We're obviously very lucky that we haven't had to experience this, but like, you know, to make other people feel comfortable and to know about it, and of course spreading awareness on the matter. I think things can get, I mean, of course she's going to explain, but I think things can get confusing and difficult, and especially how her situation went down. So I'm very happy to be able to be the ones that are going to be spreading
Let her
her
share her
story.
voice. Yes.
I also just want to thank all of the followers who submitted a video. It was so nice to hear everyone's stories. There were so many, and so many insane ones. Like, my girls have really gone through it, and I love all of y'all for submitting one. And there was fun stories, there was crazy ones. Like, I was vibing with so many of y'all, and to not get discouraged, I think we're probably gonna do some more fan episodes, because it was like a lot of fun to watch everybody, and thank you so much for the support, y'all. Okay, I think we should bring Aleigha out.
Yes, Aleigha.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Girl.
Get it, girl.
Hi. Wait, did they do your hair?
Yeah.
It's
It's
so
eating.
cute. It's so cute.
I love your septum.
Thank you.
Yes, do you like it?
Yeah.
Is it like, okay, so I just want to start off, like, first of all, with your experience so far, was it like weird being in like hair, makeup, and wardrobe? Oh,
Theater
like,
kid.
Meant to be here.
No.
Oh, you are a theater kid. Me too. I love a good theater moment. I'm obsessed. Have you been in like plays and things like that?
I've been in some.
I feel like I would be a theater kid in high school.
Yeah.
So I just want to say thank you so much, obviously, for coming on, and I'm very excited to give you, you know, the platform to share your story. I know a little bit about your story. I don't know like fully
The
in
ins, the
depth.
outs,
Right.
yeah.
I know like the kind of premise, and I just want to say, like, just from the start, like, I'm so sorry you had to go through this, and that, you know, that's something very difficult, and I feel like a lot of females face this and deal with something like this, and it takes so much time. Like, I've thought about if I was in that position, how it would take me so much time to heal, and it's like, it's so amazing that you are coming and speaking about it, because so many people are so scared to talk about their story, and they feel ashamed in it, and it's like, I feel as though you are taking your story and you're making it yours. Like, you're like, yes, it did happen, and I'm going to talk about it. Like, you're
Yeah.
not silenced by embarrassment or anything like that, and I really like respect you and applaud you for that, because like I wouldn't even be able to do it. Like,
Right.
we were doing the consent episode, and I had something that was just still like, I was struggling, but a lot minor compared, I'd say, to your situation, and I was like, I couldn't talk about it. I was like, I'm going through it, can't do it.
Funny enough, that episode like put me more out there with my situation.
Really?
I swear.
Oh my gosh, wow.
I was like, maybe it's not like it's bad, but it's like
Maybe it's okay.
I can accept it.
Yeah,
yeah, wow, that's amazing. So it was kind of like a,
Come
mindful-
together.
yeah,
moment, kind
yeah,
of.
for
Yeah.
sure. So I want to like talk before we get into it a little bit about like the video that you filmed. What like made you decide that you wanted to submit a video?
I was in my room and my friend, she sent me the TikTok and she goes, I dare you to send one because I know you've got a lot of stuff. And I said, okay. I was like, well, 2 days ago, it was a year since, so not 2 days ago, but like when the video.
When you had
Yeah.
filmed
Yeah.
it. Wow.
So I was like, I could talk about that
That's
because it's like,
crazy.
once that year mark hit, I was like,
Yeah.
So it's only been a year since it happened. Wow, girl.
yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Wow.
And you're like talking about it.
I
Taking
know,
your
I
power.
was
Taking
gonna
your
say,
power.
Each time a year is even like so little.
It took me like 6 years to talk.
Right.
It took me a minute.
Right.
Okay, so we can go ahead and get into your story. I want to know, start to beginning, like how you originally met him, what the title and the relationship, whatever, all that kind of thing.
I remember the feeling. but
Okay, so I met him my senior year of high school.
Okay.
But I was at my friend's house and he came over to work on her truck. And then it kind of just like, she introduced me to him. And I was like, okay.
Who is
You're like,
that?
I was like a little fling.
Yeah.
Something.
You're like, he's cute.
Yeah. He's okay. He's okay. She gave me a Snapchat and I added him and we talked and then we got together.
Do you know if it was like a couple months,
was-
couple weeks? Like, was it like fast or like took time?
It was like 4 or 5 months.
Oh, okay.
We got together in June of 2023 because it was close to my birthday.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or July, one of those. And then we dated until January of 2024.
Okay. Got it.
Okay,
So,
so
yeah,
like
you were
6
together for a good
Yeah.
like 6 months, right?
Yeah. And it was fine. There were signs that were like just kind of off.
Did your friends like him? Like, did everybody around you like him, or were they like,
Oh, what friends? My friends weren't allowed to be introduced to him.
Oh.
It was his friends. We were around.
Wait, so he was like very strict?
I had
like, no
I had
friends,
my one
maybe?
friend that met him, that like introduced.
That
yeah.
introduced. Okay.
I had her.
Did he allow you to keep being friends with her?
Yeah.
Okay, but
Yeah.
no new ones. He was
No,
like,
there was
after
never
that.
like a time where he was like, oh, who are your friends? It was always him, but he's also a hillbilly.
Come on.
So
Okay, enough
Yeah.
said.
say yeehaw.
we know the hits. We live in like Hick County.
Yeah.
Yeah. But there were like signs about that, but like I didn't like think anything of it.
I
Or
think
relationship.
every teenager in the relationship, there's like a sign of like, okay, that was like a little off,
Yeah.
but like you choose to ignore it because you're like, maybe.
Yeah, I was like, maybe.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
we broke up in January, and then I had this friend on my Snapchat, and the dude who I was dating.
Okay, that's your boyfriend.
Yes,
Okay,
that was
ex-boyfriend.
ex.
Okay.
I was like, this is about to get complicated. Who I was dating, he texted me and said, "Who's this dude on your Snap?" And I said, "We're not together."
You can't
Why?
be worried about that. Yeah.
I was like, "Why?" And the dude who was on my Snap was with ex. So, and I have her on Snap.
Okay.
And so I was like, okay, so how are you knowing about this dude that's on my Snap if you don't
if you don't talk to your
if you don't
ex.
talk to her?
Right, if you don't
Right.
claim her, what's
I was
up?
like,
And so wait, when you guys broke up, were you guys in no contact, or are you still
no,
kind of
we
speaking here?
were
and
just
there?
speaking.
Okay.
Like we broke up, and because it was getting hectic.
Okay.
And but I was like calling him out on that, and that's really when he started like showing things, and like he was like, okay, I'm sorry, because it wasn't his ex, it was his hookup, his little fling every now and then.
Oh,
Okay,
and
so-
so he was like still flinging with
Yeah.
her. Okay.
And so I was like, okay, like you know this from her, but you're mad at me when we're not together because I have a friend on my. Okay.
So he's mad at you for talking to the guy, but he knows this because of his fling.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
they're together.
Right.
Yeah. Like, if anyone wants to make that make
Let's
sense.
think logically
The
here.
hypocrisy is
Yeah.
like
Right.
a little up there.
Understood, yeah.
Nice. Yeah. Man
Yeah.
logic.
But after that, that's really when I was like, okay. And I got into another relationship, so I completely cut off contact.
Oh.
Me and that person broke up, and it became near birthday, and I was like, what if I happy birthday my way back into his life?
Okay.
Right, that we've been there.
I was like,
You're like
what
the
if
ex
I?
that'll always take you
Yeah,
back.
I was
You're
like, I
"Okay."
text him happy birthday right now, and so I did. I was sitting at home one day, and he contacted me, and he was like, hey, it's me and my friends at my house. Do you want to come hang out? And I was like, yeah, because it was his friend and his now ex-girlfriend. But I missed so bad. I was like, yes, I want to go
You want to see
her.
right.
I want to see her.
So you texted him happy birthday. Were you guys chatting here and there, or like
were
not
snapping.
really? Okay, chill.
yeah.
So
And
just
then
like
he contacted
barely
me.
anything, and then he
Yeah.
invited you over. Great.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so he came and picked me up, and we hung out, and it was like 11, 10, and we were watching a movie. I fell asleep. We were all in the living room. I'm on the couch, just asleep. I wake up, and it's now like midnight 1, and so I'm like,
It's getting late.
I was like, can I go home now? Like,
Yeah.
I'm sorry I fell asleep. We hung out beforehand, but I got tired.
right.
Right. We did what we needed.
And I was like,
to.
I need my little power nap. And so he was like, yeah, and gone. I don't know if they were in the spare room or if they left.
Oh.
I literally do not know.
They just left you guys out there.
Yeah, and I didn't like think anything of it. I was like, okay, they either went back home or they're sleeping or.
Right.
Well, and they
home.
probably thought like you know him, like
Yeah.
comfortability, right?
Yeah, and so I was like, I like wake up. I guess a little fun fact for this whole story: I'm half asleep this whole story. So I like, yeah, ooh, trauma. But I wake up and I'm like, okay, can you like take me home? And he goes, yeah, can we go in my room real quick and so I can grab something? And I was like, yeah, because I didn't think anything of it. I was thinking,
I mean, yeah, anyone.
Like
would.
car
I was like,
keys.
yeah,
something,
keys, hat,
shoes.
shoes.
Yeah.
Like he doesn't go anywhere without that hat on. So
The damn hick.
yeah. So I was like, yeah, and
Were you guys flirting or whatnot during this entire like movie night? Was it like a vibe to like?
I wouldn't really say
no?
flirting. He kissed me once, and I was just kind of like, okay.
Right.
Yeah, you're just
Okay.
like.
I was
But
like,
it was like
shit,
nothing
okay.
you weren't like.
Yeah.
Oh, into
Yeah.
it. Yeah. It was like.
I was.
okay.
It was like my ex kissed me about it.
Yeah, I was like,
literally.
whatever.
That's how it goes. It's like, okay.
Like,
yeah,
dang, are
it's
we running
bad.
it back?
You thought you ate. Like, yeah.
Right.
But no. So we went into his room, and I was kind of standing there. I don't really know how to like. Graphic. I was standing there, and I was in spandex and a t-shirt, so it's kind of just like.
And you guys had just walked into the room.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I was standing in front of his bed, and he kind of just standing there staring at me, and I was like,
Hi.
I'm like,
Grab your item.
I'm
let's
like,
go.
I'm tired. What are we waiting for? I'm like, I
Right.
want to go to bed. I want to go home, and I want to go to bed.
Yeah. You're like, where's the
Right.
keys at?
Yeah. I was like, you know.
Get the hat. Get the hat. Like,
Yeah.
Like, let's go.
Yes.
Come on.
And I kid you not, he probably stared at me for like 2 minutes, and I'm just sitting here like. And then he proceeds to unbuckle his pants, and I was like, I literally, because I'm staring at him, right? And then I instantly just go,
Yeah.
like,
Like what?
What are you doing?
it was like, are you changing? Like,
You have to change before we go.
right?
Is that
Like,
why we're in
it's
here?
it's
Right.
1 in the morning.
Close my
Yeah,
like,
right.
sorry, yeah, you want privacy?
Yeah.
And so I'm just kind of looking at him, and then I'm standing, and he grabs my shoulders and just sits me down. Not like, he wasn't aggressive, I will say. He was like never aggressive until he gets more into it.
Okay.
But he like sits me down, and I'm instantly like, I
Like on the
sit
bed?
down, and I'm like on edge, and I'm like sitting here like this, like still half asleep, like wondering, I'm like,
What's going
I was like,
on?
hey,
Yeah.
and he pulls his pants down, I instantly, and I'm just like, I'm like, it's starting to hit me, where I'm like,
What-
You're like,
yeah,
what's
I'm
going
like,
on? So the second, did you get like a feeling of uncomfortability even when he had just like sat
Correct,
you
yeah.
down? You're like, what is happening
Yes.
right now?
100%. And so he sits me down, and I'm like instantly, like when he gets his pants off, I like didn't voice it, but I was like sitting here like going,
I mean, I'm sure it was physically apparent.
Yeah.
I'm sure it was
Yeah,
like-
I was gonna say, like, here's the thing about it. You don't have to physically say no to give
Yeah.
the signs
Like,
that
your
you're
body
not
shows it.
wanting to
Yeah.
do that.
100%.
Exactly. And it's like sitting here going like this, like that's clearly a no. Like I
Yeah.
would take that for sure as a no. And it's just like, you know, I hate when people are like, but you didn't say no.
But I did.
It's like,
though.
shut up.
okay, but I tried to keep my pants up. Like I tried
Yeah.
to hold their hand out, like whatever, that kind of vibe, like things like that. You know what I mean? It's like I did other things showing that I was not comfortable with that.
yeah,
for sure.
And it gets like later on in the story, I show very easily, and I'm like starting to say it, but I'm like staring at it, and I'm like,
What?
what the f- are you doing?
Yeah.
Actually,
Yeah.
And you're tired too, so you're probably
yeah,
like,
and
hold
so
up.
I'm like, yeah, literally, I just woke up.
Yeah.
And don't play about my sleep. Like, I
Right.
just woke up.
Frankie.
And so he then stands me up in this, I don't know if this is gonna like affect anyone, but it's kind of graphic.
Okay.
But he stands me up, turns me over, bends me back like over, and gets my pants off. And I like instantly react, my body reacts. I sit up, turn around, and sit it back down, just sitting here, and I'm shaking, and I'm like,
oh my God, like what's going on?
yeah, and I physically can't speak about it, cause like, or like voice it, I guess, because like I was still like,
You're, like,
I
in
was
shock.
processing.
Yeah.
Which is a big thing.
I think for sure in that moment, it's like you don't even know like what's happening yourself, and you're like, wait, is this like actually going on? And it's like you don't even know what to say. Like you're not
Right.
thinking logically to form an entire sentence about what
Right.
just happened. You're like, oh my God, that just happened.
Yeah. And so I like was sitting there, and he does it again. But I'm like, and my hands, because the first time it happened, my hands were right here, so I could easily just turn around. My hands were in front of me this time.
Oh, so you're like stuck now.
Yeah. Yeah. And so he does his thing, and I get my hands behind me, and I like get him off me.
Can I ask, had you guys ever like been active before?
Yeah.
Okay, so he like obviously in his mind probably had something going like, oh, she wants this, you know what I mean? Like she probably missed
Yeah.
this, right? Which is not okay by any
Yeah.
means. When you go into that state of shock, that's a
Yeah.
very normal reaction, obviously.
Oh, 100%.
And it's like, I just wish men so badly would look at body language and like facials, and
Right.
it's like you're sitting here, you like tried to sit back down, and he's just like,
I'm resisting in a way without voicing it.
yes, for sure, 1000%.
But my hands are up here, and I get them behind me to where I can push them off, and I like turn back around and sit. And I'm like, at this point, I'm crying,
Yeah.
and I'm shaking.
Oh my
Like I'm like,
God.
and so he can visibly see
that.
I did not want that.
Well, yeah.
Guess what happened next? He takes my head. I'm
While
sitting
you're
here.
crying?
Yeah. And I'm like resisting. Obviously, I'm not gonna have at it.
Yeah, come on, bro.
And then after I stopped resisting, he away until he's done, stands me up, hugs me,
hugs you.
hugs me. I was like sitting here, and I was like, okay, can I go home now? Like,
And so you've like been crying,
Yeah.
you're like distraught, obviously. And what was like, when he saw you crying or anything, did he have like a look
No.
on his face?
no,
Just
he's
no
just
cares.
literally like,
Ew, fam.
Yeah.
And so he never asked you one time, like, are you comfortable with
Nope.
this, or do you want to do this? Like,
Nope.
none of that? It was
Never
just like
once
all
asked. It
him
was
doing
all
what
him.
he wants to do.
correct. But after I asked if I could go home, he drops me off, and he goes, okay, bye, I love you.
Love you.
And I
Baby,
get,
that wasn't love.
I get
That
out,
was-
and I didn't say anything. And I was
Yeah.
like, okay. And then I texted my best friend and was like, hey, I need you to come get me, or else I'm gonna like
Throw up.
do something.
Like,
I'm gonna
harmful.
do something.
Yeah, for sure.
And so she came and got me. And then the next day, he texts me, and he goes, I'm sorry, that's not me. I was thinking with my other head.
Wait, so he
Wait,
knew that he
what?
was, so he knew during the whole thing, like,
was
this is
wrong.
very much
Yeah,
wrong.
yeah, and I have
And he,
those
like,
messages.
talked about it first. Wow.
Yes, but he snapped me, and I opened it, and he goes, I just really wanted to know what we were, like,
That's not the way. Use your words, dumbass. I also feel like too, when you're in a situation like that, it is so hard, like, to just like, like, I'm the type of person, even when it comes to making a TikTok, for instance, and somebody's like, oh, can like I do a TikTok? I can't say no. Like, I feel weird saying no. I feel rude or whatever. So like, when it comes to anything in life, especially that serious, it's super hard as a person to say no. You should understand body language as a whole for anyone.
sure.
It is a clear answer for sure.
Well,
Yeah.
Like,
and you can sense uncomfortability on someone. Like,
Yes.
it's a mood change, it's a face, like, it's how they're holding themselves. Like, it's
Right.
very clear. And I think that's the thing about it, is like, it is nerve-wracking when they start putting you in that position to say no, because it's like, you're like, well, I don't want to make them mad.
Like, feel bad,
I don't
yeah.
want- like, whatever the situation is, it is like, I don't want to do this, I'm not interested in doing this, but I am having a hard time saying no because I know you want that. And it's like, a man gets mad and upset about it very fast, and then their feelings are hurt, like, oh, you don't want to do it because it's me, like, you don't like me. And it's like, no, that's not even it.
Or
It's
not
just
even their
like,
feelings are hurt. If you say no to a man, then it's
be
they get aggressive and want to hit on you, and you think you are, you rat ass. Like,
you'll get with other people, you'll let this person touch you and I can't. Bruh, the amount of times I've heard that, it's
no,
like, who do
honey,
you think
remember
you
the
are in
story
my
I
face
told
right
you, and
now?
he's like, you let other crack you for less. I can't hit you.
Yes.
I can't hit. What?
Wait, someone
Exactly.
said that
Yes,
to
that's
you?
how it goes. Like you say no,
What
and then
the
they're like, oh, you let this person hit, you let that person touch, you let
Saying
this
no
random
is
ass
like
man.
hard
Like,
to say as a
Yeah.
whole. Like it is so hard to get
Yeah,
the
you
word
can't even
no
get it
out your
out.
mouth. So you're
Yeah.
sitting there uncomfortable. You're clearly crying. Like take a
That's
hint.
right.
The
It's
hell?
like it's very clear that you did not want it to do
Very
anything when you're
clear.
sitting there crying.
Yeah.
Like what about that is giving like this is cute,
Yeah, like
fun,
I
and,
was
like, a
sitting here
connection.
like this, crying with my hands like
You're
this,
not even
Like,
doing
shaking.
how-
anything. Like what the like.
Yeah, and I think that is super important. Is like it is so hard to say no sometimes. Like it's nerve wracking, and you're in a state of shock. Like you're not even thinking of like what do you do? Because it's like you
out of
should
the
never be
situation
put in that situation anyways,
Yeah.
right? Like in the first place. So you don't know how to handle it. Of course,
Right.
like nobody would, and there's nothing you honestly can do. Like when a man gets like that, it's frankly scary. And honestly, a woman too. Like it can
Yeah.
happen to men with women also. Like let's harp on that. A woman can do it to somebody also. And so it's just like when you get in that point, I think that sexual activity as a whole can be uncomfortable. So now when it's being forced, it's like there's nothing, no thoughts, honestly. It's just like what the is happening.
And that also
Of course, there's
ruins
the
your
whole
mental
thing of, like-
game.
yeah, and then there's like the whole thing of like, did that even actually happen? But like,
Is it
why
my
do I
fault?
now? Yeah, is it like, did I do something wrong?
Yeah.
Like, is it because I didn't say no? Like, should I have? Like, all of that. You go through all those different things, and it's like, but now you have a level of uncomfortability with your next partner, or you're scared to go out with a guy again for it to happen, and you realize
100%.
I wouldn't be having this PTSD if something didn't happen. Like, I wouldn't be scared crying right now thinking about going out with a guy if something didn't happen to
Right.
me. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
for sure.
it's valid, of course. I want to know just a little bit more. So, like, in the car, what was the vibe like? Were you just like not speaking
Not speaking.
at all?
Like on the way back?
Yes. to
Yeah,
your
he had
house.
music playing.
I was gonna say, was there like
What
music
was the
playing?
music?
Country. Country.
So he was he just like singing some country
No,
music?
he was just sitting here.
Was it a long drive?
No.
Thank
Were
Lord
you
Jesus.
thinking in your head like, oh my God, what just happened? Or you're like, no, that didn't just happen. Like,
I
were you
don't
kinda
even.
in denial.
To be honest, I have no idea what I was thinking.
Like,
I
blacked out?
physically cannot remember what I was thinking. I remember sitting in there and I was like this.
Just like looking down.
Yeah, like just waiting to
Yeah.
get home.
Right. How old you were when like all this had happened?
I was 18.
I feel like the 18 is like for sure a hard age for that like to happen. Because I think at a certain point, like, you know, when I was like 15, I was like really scared of that because like I'm young, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's
Fragile,
like, yes,
tiny,
for sure.
yeah.
And like by the time like I'm like 17, I was about to be 18, like you just wouldn't expect it to happen as much now. I mean, of course, like I always
Right.
keep the expectation of possibility in my head, but it's more like we're older, we're getting mature. So I
Yeah.
think that's like a very hard age for something like that to happen because it's like that's just like such a time in your
Yeah.
life where you're supposed to be maturing in a different way. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like going through the trauma is like very difficult.
You guys don't talk anymore, right?
No.
Okay.
I
How
have
did you
literally not
respond
talked.
to the text? Did you respond at all?
I don't even. I probably have them somewhere. But after he said that, he said, I'm thinking with my other head. I was thinking with my other head. I was like, hey, that thing does not have a mind.
So the first person you called, you had said it was your friend, right?
Yeah.
And she came and picked you up?
Correct.
Did you tell her right away what had happened, or were you just like, I need time?
No, I told her, because I also, my jacket, I had a pink jacket that got left there. But it was my grandma's jacket and she passed away. And so I was like,
I need
I
that
was
back.
like, fuck, I need that.
Yeah.
So my friend and her dad went to his house, got it for me. My friend's dad threatened him.
As he should.
Right.
Yeah.
Was it that same night, or was it
No,
later on?
No, it was later on.
Okay,
because
nice.
I
And
was
the
like,
dad was like, wow.
yeah, he was like,
Yes. Did you ever talk to your parents about it? Wow.
They don't know.
Nope,
Still to this day, they don't know.
nope,
Wow.
to this day.
Are they gonna know after
Yeah,
this?
probably.
Oh my gosh.
Like when I'm talking about it here, but I physically have not told many people. Like I told
Yeah.
my best friend who came and got me, and then one of my other closest friends, and then
It's hard to talk to
Oh
the
my
people you love
gosh.
about stuff too. 'Cause
Yeah.
It's like, damn, bro, like I gotta face you guys.
right.
Like kind of
yeah,
easier.
and you know that they're gonna feel a level of hurt, of course, because it's like anyone could feel remorse for that, obviously, and then someone who like is very close to you and loves you and knows you is just gonna
Yeah.
feel it so personally too, and it's scary. Like it can be. It's not like you shouldn't be embarrassed, but like I think definitely like I felt a sense of embarrassment. Like
Yeah.
that's something like. you know, very private and personal that happens. So it's like talking about it can be like very nerve-wracking. But thank you so much for like opening up to us about that. I had been saying earlier, like I was hoping like that you feel comfortable. Of course, like talking to almost like strangers about this can be definitely nerve-wracking. And then like it's gonna be like put online can be so scary too. But like you're doing such a great thing.
And you're helping so many other people.
Yeah,
too.
you're
Tell him,
helping so
girl.
many
Tell him.
women. Yes. Can we like read the text messages?
Do you want me to read them, or do you one of you guys want to read them?
You can read them.
One of the first ones he sent me, it says, "But that's not me, that's not who I should have been. I cannot for the absolute life of me tell you why I did that or what motivated me to do so, but if it happens, but it happened. And since then, I've been trying my best to make it up to you."
There's
What?
nothing to make up.
Wasn't that the next day?
Yes.
The next day.
I
How
feel
is he making up to you?
Right.
Yeah, what did he do?
Yeah,
What
I
makes
feel like
you-
that's not something
I
you
feel
can
like
just
that's-
erase and like it's not like an I'm sorry and it's just like gone.
Right, like, are we
Situation
manipulating
that,
you
in
right
my
now?
opinion, you're never forgiven.
Yeah.
10 years
Agreed.
from now, you've never made it up by anything that you do. Because
Right.
personally, the trust is completely gone. I am
Yeah.
scared to be around you now because
Right.
I know that you can do that. Like that lives inside of you.
I've been trying to make it up to you, and I still have hope that we can work this out. I do. But I'm in so much pain.
What is
Not trying to be able to talk to you, it kills me.
Okay, that
And this was, I'm assuming that one is prior to when I happy birthdayed my way back into his life and we weren't talking, but we were snapping.
okay.
That's where I think that came from, because we
Yeah,
weren't
because he
talking.
was like he wanted back
yeah.
together. So he was so upset in that time where you guys
Yes.
were no contact and he couldn't speak to you. That situation obviously happens and he's trying to validate it like I was just so sad not being with you.
You can't do and then be like, well, like, my bad. Like, that was
I'm
out
in
of
so much
character.
pain.
Like, no, you did that still.
It was your character, to be honest.
Just because you're going through a hard time, like it doesn't give you the space to just be able to do whatever you want and then
Yeah.
use the excuse I was going through a hard time.
Don't do bad things if you don't want, like, a outcome. Like, now you're getting put on blast because you. And second of all, it's like, don't do that and then expect, like, oh my God, I'll have a relationship out of this. No, you did a
Like
thing.
Taylor Swift used to say, I mean, this is obviously very minor, but everyone used to be like, why you talk about your boyfriends, ex-boyfriends so much? And she was like, well, if they weren't there would be nothing to talk about.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
it's
Right,
a
that
problem
part.
for him and him only, because it's like, you acted like that, I am allowed to speak on it. People like to blame the victim, and the victim is scared to speak out about it, of course, because it's like, oh my God, what are people gonna think? Like, it doesn't matter. This is seriously what happened, like,
Yeah.
from beginning to end, and you did nothing wrong. I'm just confused on, like, he's very aware, obviously, of what he's done, you know? I just don't understand how he's even validating that in his mind and, like, that silly, oh, I was going
That's
through it.
what
Like,
they
I don't
do.
give a who we're going
Yeah.
The
I
people
actually
that
give a
do
shit.
that,
That is-
the people who or little kids, like that's what they do. Like they're gonna go on with their life. My question is, you never thought like to go to the police about it and like send him to jail? Like what was like your thought process on that?
After it happened, I was like obviously nervous, and I'm such a big people pleaser.
Pleaser, yeah.
Like I'm a huge people pleaser, and I was thinking, and I kid you not, I didn't like accept the fact that it wasn't my fault until like a month or 2 months later.
You had still been thinking, like, I'm the one to blame.
Yeah, I was like,
Wow.
maybe I did this, maybe I did that, maybe it was because of this, like
Yeah,
all
yeah.
that, and so I was like, I don't want to ruin his life.
Right.
Maybe it wasn't his fault.
So you're still, like, feeling bad for
Yeah,
him. and
I was
you're
like-
I could have done something different.
Yeah,
Girl.
and I know.
No, it's okay. It's like the victim. It's like how the victim mindset is
Yeah.
at first, for sure. Like it takes time to, admit something like that, even to yourself. Like
Yeah.
first of all, about the other person. Like you don't want to think that someone that you loved and that you were dating could do that to you. It's all just like a big, almost like kind of mind trip at some point, and it takes time to for sure admit it. So were you like struggling after?
It's always been this way. My coping mechanism is like pushing it away and forgetting about it and laughing and ignoring the fact that
Yeah.
it actually happened. And
Right.
so I stayed with my friend, dyed my hair, had some fun.
Wow.
Yeah. And then you had to like realize.
Yeah, and then I actually like processed and I was like, damn.
Have you like talked to like gone to like therapy or anything from it or because of it? Okay.
No.
Well, this is your therapy session right now.
Right.
I mean, we're not licensed, but
That's okay. No, I think he is.
We could be.
so yeah, literally. So just handle it all by yourself.
Yeah.
So so it's been like a year. Have you ever heard anything that has said about it or anything like that to others?
No. Oh, yeah, actually.
Oh.
His, I was friends with some of his friends, like bringing back up. I was
That's
still
the
friends
boyfriend of the
Yeah.
one of your friends.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was still friends with him after because
Yeah.
he did nothing wrong.
Right.
I didn't tell him about it until December of 2024.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was at his friend's house and he's moved states by now. Moved states, so I was like not worried. And he was talking about and I was like, ew.
Ew.
Don't say.
Yeah, I
don't
was
say his
like,
name
don't
in
mention
vain.
that name to me.
I hate when a name gets brought up.
Prior told me that he told everyone that he was in the wrong and like all this and I was like, okay, goodbye. Like that's all I needed to hear.
So like he had
Right.
admitted to the friend
Yeah.
group, like I was in the wrong, I did something
Yeah.
wrong, like he feels bad, whatever.
And that's what he told me.
Yeah. Okay.
We're talking, I'm talking and he was like mentioning him and I was like, I literally said ew. I was like, don't mention that name to me, please.
Yeah.
And he goes, why? I said, why?
You know why?
You know why?
Yeah.
And he goes, know what? And I was like, huh, you're lying? Like, did no one tell you?
Are you late to the party? Like, hello?
I tell him, and he goes, really? He told me that and you just didn't want it.
So he's just out here lying.
Yeah, and so it's like,
Why would he even have said though, like,
It's like, I don't know if the fact he was like aware is worse or better, but it's like the fact he knew is
Is
like actually
crazy.
diabolical.
Yeah.
Like that is crazy behavior.
right.
What's crazy to me is he went to his friends and told them this false story before you could go and like
talk to them about
yeah,
it?
like
like
and
trying to
lied
get the
about
narrative,
it to get them.
trying to get that narrative in their head first, you know what I mean?
And that's a part of me is why I'm grateful I have those messages because I know one thing for sure. If someone comes up to me and goes, you're lying.
Baby girl.
Well, first of all, who would lie about this? Like, that's
Right.
just up in general. No one should lie about this. Like,
Yeah.
it's not a case to lie about.
There are some people who have lied about situations like this, which is just baffles my mind because like it really does ruin a person for good and bad reasons. You know what I mean? Like if it's someone who did do it, yes, ruin their life. But then if
Right.
it's someone innocent, and you're just accusing them of this. Like it can get really messy. But I think knowing someone and their character, you can tell when somebody's lying or being
Right.
truthful. Like you can feel it, you can see it. Like when I see you talk, you're very strong, but I can see the uncomfortableness and the shakiness within it. Like the trauma is still there, of course. It always will be. And it's like I see that in myself too when I speak on matters that I am traumatized by. Like it's like I'm on the verge of crying the second I start thinking about it, and it's like I'm shaking. You know what I mean?
When you go through something like that, you really don't want to talk about it and be
Yes, you don't.
here's
You're not
why
out here
you should,
flaunting
like,
it.
no,
Yeah.
it's never. I feel like that's where there's a distinction about it.
When he had texted you, do you know what you said back to the texts?
I didn't respond.
Oh, okay. Did you have a friend do
Yeah,
it?
my friend did it.
Nice.
Because I was like, after I opened that one that I just read, I was literally like looking at it and I was like, no.
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 Did your friend like go off for you?
Yeah. Yeah.
Did he know it was her, or did he think it was
He
you?
thought it was me.
Bow.
Hey.
Even better.
Yeah.
I really don't know. I know that it was like, well, it's up of you to do that. Like, that's not something
You make up
just
for it.
happens.
Yeah.
Because no, it doesn't just happen. It
Like
should
you
never
didn't
happen.
trip and fall. Like,
Yeah, like, right?
Literally.
Yeah.
Like, you literally did not trip and fall and push me onto your bed. Like, that
Yeah.
didn't just happen.
No.
Yeah.
No.
And then he said, I was thinking with my other head.
That's just childish, bruh. Like,
disgusting,
come
'cause, like,
on.
I was like, I don't think you were thinking with any, actually.
Yeah.
Your hormones were kicking in, and you said,
I know you've watched our consent episode,
Correct.
obviously. So like,
Yeah.
Sophie has gone
Heck,
through.
wait.
Sophie has definitely gone through like
Right.
a very traumatic, situation.
100%.
And Brooklyn has too, and even Aubrey. And then like I'm not good at speaking about mine, so I usually don't. But like, of
Right.
course, we all feel you in our own ways and
Right.
have experienced something like this in a different way. And I think that's so sad too, is you put 5 women in a room, right?
Right.
And each one of us has a story we could share where we felt or touched in a way we didn't want to, and
my
that really
gosh.
shows. And we're all teenagers still, except Brooke. She just turned 20. Your earliest stories can start. I mean, yours is like you were like what, like 10?
4th grade.
Yeah,
5th
and
grade.
Brooklyn, you were so young too. Yeah, and it's just like, I think that speaks some kind of volume that almost every woman I meet and if not, eventually we'll have a story about some kind of or abuse, and it's like that's just not okay, I would say, in any
At
sense.
all.
And it's like I feel like how is it that we put 5 women in a room and every single one has one?
Like some sort of something going on.
Yeah, that's insane. We've talked about this before. I'm the kind of person that when, you know, I have a situation that was traumatic for me, but someone's situation was worse, I'm like, I don't feel comfortable like saying anything about it because it's like, it could have been worse. But like one of our best friends, Addison, will always be like, it doesn't matter, like my situation was traumatic and your situation was traumatic. It doesn't matter if mine was worse. We both went through trauma within the situation.
Which she aims.
Yeah, she does. And she's like, yeah, maybe mine had this little detail that is a little more than you would have had in yours, but it's like either way it made us feel the same.
Yeah, both people still got affected.
I feel like I want you to know that, like, and I'm sure people have told you this, but it is not your fault what he did, like, at all. And I think you are super brave to come on here and say that. Like, truly, I think you are beautiful, and that is so cool that, like, you're able to speak about it. Not cool that it happened, because, oh my God, he should, like,
Right.
And also, if you do make that decision to reach out to the police, do not feel bad doing it.
And it's not you ruining his life.
I know.
He did this with free will. Free will. No one grabbed him by the neck, told him to do this. Like,
There was nothing held to your head.
right.
The one thing I will say as like a piece of advice is when you're ready and like comfortable to, I would, and this is something that like I still struggle with, and like to be quite honest, I've only had one session, but I think therapy would be really great, because for me, as I'm realizing, I'm the same kind of person, like I push everything away and I'm like, nah, let's just like go out, guys, like keep me like entertained. But the issue is I've realized that it's caught up to me a lot.
No, 100%.
And my friend, my best friend Claire, she has done therapy and is super like open with that. And she has been like, I feel like I've been able to heal. I think when you're ready, you know, and like it's really hard to find therapists. Like trust me, I've like done so many sessions where I'm like, okay, like
especially in my town.
right. Like this is
Like
weird.
in a town probably this big.
Well, and it's so hard, I think, especially in a town that big when something like this happens, because it's like if you tell one person, it's like everyone can know.
Every
Exactly. It's like the kids that we know, like something like this will happen and they're like making fun of it, and it's like
100%.
you're actually psychotic, you know what I mean? And they're like, oh, that's the girl that blah blah blah. But I want you to know that that's not normal behavior. I think it can be so scary talking about it because you're like, how are people gonna react?
Right.
But that every female I know and that should be around you and supporting you should react in the kind of way that, you know, we are, is like, you deserved better. You are allowed to speak about it, do whatever you need to do. Never speak about it if you don't want to speak about it. Go to therapy, go to the police, and you did nothing wrong. Brooke, also, do you want to say anything?
It's just such like a hard,
thing to talk about.
it is. I mean, I can, I guess, kind of relate with like my situation of like, don't get me wrong, it's nowhere near your situation, like the level of that. But the advice I could just give you is just to continue to be strong. And continue to tell your story, that, you know, like, don't be ashamed of it. You know what I mean? Like,
And that's another thing, like when I obviously, before now, I told probably 8 people. But it was really a big thing because that means I've had time, I've thought about it without someone in my ear nagging about it.
Yeah.
And everyone has different thoughts. Like people, if it happens to someone, they might go to the police. They might just go to the police right away.
Right.
Other people are scared to.
Yeah.
Other people will harm themselves. Like there's so many
coping
options.
Yeah.
And it's just, many people don't talk about it. Like not a lot of people do talk about it. Like I feel like I'm talking about it, yes, but like my body's like physically not like accepting that I'm talking about it yet.
Yeah.
But I'm really not even doing it for just myself. Like
Bow,
there's so
tell a girl.
I mean there's so many other people that like genuinely someone needs to,
You're being
a lot of
voice,
people.
period.
Yeah.
The women need to know, like,
Yeah.
this is something that happens, and like to not be ashamed of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also want you to know, like, your story does not define you as a person.
Yeah.
That, I don't know if you felt this way, but like my biggest thing before I even talked about anything, was I didn't want to be viewed, and obviously again, my story is very different from yours,
Right.
but I didn't want to be viewed as like this victim or anything like that, because I was like, oh my God, I don't want people to look at me like that. I don't want it to be like all they see when they look at me.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's not all they see. And this was like, I want you to know that what that happened to you, now you can use it and, you know,
build up from it.
right.
Yeah.
Encourage, you know, other girls like how to, you know, speak up about it. But it doesn't define who you are, and it doesn't change who you are as a person.
Who's your favorite artist? I'm just curious.
Cigarettes after sex.
Nice.
Ooh,
I was just
okay,
wondering if, like,
okay.
during that time, if you had, like, listened to, like, a lot of
100%.
music. And piercings, like, you look amazing. Hi.
There's so many.
But I think, you know, back to, like, what Sophie had been saying about, for me, a lot of it was, like, I didn't want people to know what had happened because I didn't want people to view me like that. And I was really nervous, boy-wise, for sure, that guys were gonna know about it, like other boys that I wanted to be with, and be like, you know what I mean? Because that's like uncomfortable, or kind of like make fun of me and be like, oh, come on, like that actually just happened and you're just saying that because you don't want to admit that it's another whatever situation, another sexual situation that you've been in. And I was so scared of like talking about it and then, you know, them invalidating it, and like now I'm uncomfortable, and like that's someone that like I wanted to be with or whatever, and I didn't want guys to look at me different because I had like gone through a situation like that and be like, yeah, she has trauma with sexual experiences, like it's gonna be hard for me to be sexual with her, like I don't want that, you know what I mean? Still, to this day, I do not like talk about it personally. I don't find my story like very important. Like, yeah, it's something that affected me.
No matter what the situation is, you're feeling a way about it. It's important. It happened to you.
Yeah.
Like, you shouldn't sit there and be like, it's not, like, I don't want to talk about it, or like, if guys look at you differently, like, you know what I mean? Like, they should, whoever is looking at you should want you for everything and more.
Yeah,
Like, fully.
even the baggage.
Well, and I'm also sure that like so many girls have had a similar situation,
right?
And I don't want to say you invalidate it, but like you kind of do. Like you shame it. There's so many other people who could hear you in your story and be like, I'm validated, I'm seen, that was me. You know what I'm saying? And like Addison said, like,
When you're ready, though.
even if it's this big or this big, like it's still a thing. And like Brooklyn said, you wouldn't be feeling like something was done wrong to you if nothing was done wrong to you.
Yeah, I think it's just like the hard thing of like I don't like talking about it. Like it's not something I like am comfortable with. It's like I don't.
No one enjoys it.
Okay, I'm gonna leave you with this.
No, go ahead.
Nothing, because I was having those same exact thoughts when I talked out and had it everywhere.
Yeah.
There was not really anybody who looked at me differently, because the people who I cared about the most really already knew.
Yeah.
And when other people knew, it was just kind of like a, I'm sorry, but then that was it. It was like, I'm sorry that happened to you.
Yeah.
You know, which definitely gets awkward at some points where it's like, okay, like you just met me tight. But like, you know, if you're worried about like how people are gonna perceive you or whatever, it's not about that. And no one really perceived, thank you, me that differently afterwards, which was my biggest fear, that I would be this like charity case, and I wasn't. So I don't think you should think like that or think that it's gonna be a thing.
Right.
You know?
And I know, and I've like watched all of y'all speak about your experiences, and I always feel so much like pride when you guys talk about it, and like, you know, it's obviously something that nobody wants to share, frankly, and it's like very uncomfortable, and like I wish that I could like have the strength that you guys have in that sense, and like I know eventually I'll build up to it, but I really applaud y'all for that. Like it's something scary, and like Sophie, I really, really applaud you too.
Thank you.
And obviously you, Allie, like I'm so proud of you today. Like I just like respect y'all so much, and like wish I had a little bit of what y'all have for sure.
It takes time though.
Yeah, like you said, it takes time.
Yeah.
Like you just said that, by the way. It takes time.
It takes time.
It does.
Just
Yeah.
clocked you on your own saying.
Keep that one in.
Yeah,
Keep that one up there.
time. Is there anything else that you'd like to share or say?
Really? The one thing I can think about is everyone, like, yeah, it's scary, but the more you talk about it, the more, like, and this might be different for everyone, but like if you get it out to at least one person, like I think it's best to get it out to a couple people, like, because that's what I did. And that's what kept me, that's what kept me sane, like, because I knew if I would have dealt with it by myself, no. I would have literally went mentally insane. Like if I had to think about that daily by myself.
Yeah.
Like if you have a couple of your close people that you truly love, let them know, because if they truly love you, they're gonna be there for you, and they are gonna like help support you. They're not gonna rush you. They're not gonna do anything to make you uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Like that's really what kept me sane. My little close circle.
Yeah.
So, and it's a thing to happen.
For sure.
But
But like the support of others is so
Yeah.
important. Yeah, 1,000%. Before we finish up and put our hands in the middle, that we do at the end, I just want to know, like, if you are enjoying your experience on Girl Talk. I know it's like rough things to talk about for sure. Like,
Wait, I have one question though. Who's your favorite?
I already got asked that. I literally don't have one. I've known you the longest.
yeah.
Stop.
Like no, I kid you not. I was listening and I was like, I grew up with you guys, and I wasn't gonna come on here and be like fangirl and throw myself at you guys. Like,
Girl, if you did that too, I was like, hey, yeah.
like
I
come here.
literally, before this episode, I was telling them, I was like, I feel like I'm more excited to meet her than she is to meet me. Hell
No,
yeah.
no,
It's
I
like a
promise.
thing. Aubrey loves a good fan moment too. Like, don't ever play about her. She loves it.
I'm like a fan myself. Like, hi.
yeah, no. She's
No.
a fan of the fans, like for real.
But no, I don't really have a favorite. I've known you, and then I found myself into you.
Hi.
Then you. Yeah.
Hot dog.
And
then
her.
Yeah, best for last.
I just
Aubrey's the favorite.
Stop gassing me up.
Okay, so you put your hand in the middle, and then we're gonna go 3, 2, 1, and then you're gonna say your story matters.
Okay. She said, yeah.
Your story matters.
Oh no, let's just say my story matters.
Okay.
Okay, that's good.
Okay, yeah, love it. Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1.
My story matters.
Yes, girl. Can we all give a group hug?
Yeah, I was feeling it too.
Of course she
was already.
She loves the hug. She was feeling it.
No, I'm such a big hugger. So.
Oh my